I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I do, on occasion, use a piece of wood to make a stand for things. These are called needle files. It's just a little toolmaker's file that you'd use to shape or smooth a small hole, or in this case a slot. Because I have to get that screwdriver down in there. So it fully engages. Something has gotten packed down in there. Could just be dirt and rust, but whatever it is, it's fully engaged in that slot. Nope, it wants to torque out. So we're going to give it a little tap. Not over the slot. On both sides of it. That helps drive the screw down in just a little bit. I'm going to put as much force down as I can on this thing while turning it. Well, the jaw itself is loose. It acts like it's frozen in that jaw, doesn't it? There, we got it. Just took some shock treatment. "50-50 is great stuff. Sometimes you got to add a little technique to it. Yeah, the jaw is free. Now, I want to grind that off. about a third of the way around. Check my setup, make sure everything's staying tight. Yep, still snug. Don't want to tighten it up too tight, I'll crack that casting. Almost, we're like 90%. A little bit more will have it. I'd say we got a ring around the whole outside. There's just a little spot there that's not done. No point cutting away any more steel than we have to. I think we can say that base is turned. I may not have a milling machine, but I certainly can make that flat and round. Now I had thoughts of milling this in somewhat a similar way. And I had it rigged up. I could put it on the center, the cross slide, and fasten it down. But I think I'm overtaxing my equipment to the point where something's going to get damaged. And since I only have one lathe, and it is 20 years older than I am, well, at least 10 years, I don't want to wreck it. So I think I'm going to rely on my eye and do a grind mill on this. Take the belt sander and rough it off, the big 3-inch belt sander, and rough it off, and then take the small belt sander and just set it on there, put some Dykem on it, and just trace it in. Take off the high spots until it's all fit and smooth. Now it's a pretty good fit now, but I got a little rock there. And that rock is going to make it so that the vise is always a little bit wobbly. So I want to make this flat. This was just rough ground. That's what I used to do at the foundry, was do the rough grinding, knock off the flashing, grind off the sprues and gates. And this one, They did a real rough job on the grinding. They left the flashing underneath the anvil. Well, it's not really an anvil. They left it underneath the horn. This is a nice little vise, and I want to make it just as nice as I possibly can. So we're gonna flatten this out and have it be just like I want it to be. So when I put these two together, there's no rock and no shimmy. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the US or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.